I think it just fits very well because these games... Oops. Okay, now I dropped it. Give me a second to pick that up again. All right, I got it. I don't know what's wrong with me, but I actually found it now. It actually decided to roll under a cupboard, so that was not that great. Now I'm a little bit out of breath, so it's good that in this game I have to try to concentrate on my breath. Hey everyone, this is Athakos, and today I'm bringing you my Kickstarter preview of Float Downstream, a meditative solo game. It will come to the crowdfunding platform in late September 2022. Currently the launch is planned for September 27th. As usual, I'll include the link to the Kickstarter campaign in the video description. A huge thank you to Blood Moon Games for providing me with the preview print and play copy of the game. So this is all made by myself, and if I may say so myself, these counters are really cool. I'm really proud of those because they don't look that thick, but they're pretty sturdy and they just sound really cool when I'm playing with them, so that worked really well. So I'm definitely improving my print and play assembly capability, so to speak. Alright, now to the preview. I'll do my preview a little bit differently today than usual. Instead of just a rules overview and my review, I will tell you a few things about the game, then play through it so you know how it plays and how it looks like, and then I'll give you my review of it. As usual, I have included timestamps so you can jump to whatever part you're interested in the most. Bonus points for watching the entire video. So, what is Float Downstream? The game consists of 36 double-sided cards and promises to build an immersive poetic experience designed to encourage a state of quiet contemplation. I will say a little bit more about that later, but you can see all the little text poetic snippets here, right? That I haven't really prepared too well. The game takes between 10 and 30 minutes to play with only very minimal setup. It's really quick to set up. It is a solo game that combines poetry, meditation, and strategic decision making. The goal is to experience as much as possible of your life's journey before your inevitable death. So it's definitely a theme very different to most games. I can promise you one thing, this game is very different to what you're used to and very unique. Alright, let's get into the gameplay. So give me a second. What did I do here? Yeah, okay. Just give me a second here. Alright. I did not reorient all cards perfectly, but we can probably do that during the game. That shouldn't be too bad. Anyway, let me just quickly do that now. And then we can set up the game, which is really easy. So I will not have a montage this time, because this is just very, very easy to set up. So for the setup, the rules say to breathe in slowly and exhale. Then you pick up the pack and carefully and deliberately separate the cards into 3 piles, all the while observing your breath. So this is like all ties into this meditation aspect, right? You already know that from a game such as A Gentle Rain, which I have reviewed on my channel and also played through it. It's a game I really like, really enjoy. It's just kind of hard to get at the moment. And that already also plays with that, like get into comfortable clothing, observe your breath, right? Calm down and relax. And this game does a similar thing. It just works differently. So we have 3 piles here. We have these 3 starter cards. We will put them here as the starting cards in the middle. That should fit really well. Let me put this a little bit to the right, so we have a little bit more room here on the left. I think that should be good. Well, actually, no, let's put them in the middle. I think that's fine. So then we have the regular cards here. These will just be shuffled. Like that, for example. I've already pre-shuffled them before. And what we will do then is put them right here. This is the draw pile where we will draw new cards from. Okay, like this. So one little disclaimer: if you back this game and you back the print and play copy, you can fold the cards and then put them in sleeves. This is something I would not suggest because I did that, and maybe you can see it a little bit, but the cards are a little bit wider now, like thicker on the right, because they have the fold. The fold there, and then they don't really stay in one place, right? I have to kind of do it like this, and then it should be okay. But yeah, that's not the best thing to do. And then we have the end cards. We have to put them in this exact order here, without a dot, with the white dot, and then with the white dot with the black dot in the middle. And we will just put them aside. I'll just put them up here for now. And then we have all these different cogs here, where we take 3 different ones, except the black and the white ones. You can also sort them. I usually put them in one pile, because I like just like the way it looks, like this colorful here. And we take 3 cogs. Little spoiler, there will be a red one we can take soon, so I will not take that yet. So I will take just an orange one, a blue, and a green one, I suppose. Like this. I think that is fine. That's the 3 we will take, and I will show you how this game works when we start playing. All right, that is the setup of the game. So really quick, as you can see. The introduction to the gameplay reads as follows: afloat upon the surface of a smooth and silent river. It is nighttime. The stars and moon effuse in lilac darkness. A soft, gentle breeze whispers the water's face. Your mind calms to stillness. Slowly breathing, you observe the shifting currents as you float downstream. There's little much to do, but let the river take you. Surrendering to its flow, slowly you realize that perhaps there is no separation between surface and sky, between your mind and the river itself. And if your mind is the river, and the river your mind, perhaps if you can balance the thoughts and feelings and sensations that arise, you may have some say in where you are taken. So that is how the game is set up. And then we also need to take a pawn into the game. So this one is a little bit large. Yeah, a smaller pawn might be a little bit better. But I'm just saying this one because that's one of the tokens from Agent of Rain. And I think it just fits very well because these games... Oops. Okay, now I dropped it. Give me a second to pick that up again. All right, I got it. I don't know what's wrong with me, but I actually found it now. It actually decided to roll under a cupboard, so that was not that great. Now I'm a little bit out of breath, so it's good that in this game I have to try to concentrate on my breath. So, alright, so and then we have that pawn, and what we do is we float downstream, but we will still go up, like in terms of the game. And then what we do is we read the first card, we turn it around, we put our pawn on it. So, in the soft darkness, where all sound is blue, dreams unfold. And then we pick one of these 3 streams. And then we have these cogs here that represent our thoughts. And this here, where we have these cogs, right? This represents our mind, right? And the more stuff we have in here, the more cluttered our mind is. And we are, of course, always trying to balance our mind, right? So to not have too many different thoughts in here, right? And you see here's a plus. So what we do is, I will just go here on the right because I don't have that one yet. And then that says there's a plus in here. So that means I think, I contemplate, and I receive a yellow thought form, right? And you see, like, my mind is already cluttered with a lot of thought. And then we continue here, that's stream. So we continue floating downstream. We flip cards to reveal more of the river's flow. And as we journey down the river, we will be receiving and expending these counters to try to keep that balanced mind I was speaking about. So as not to be drawn beneath the water and drown. That is how it is described in the game. And there's another thing. So you saw that here was a dot, right? These cards with a dot, there will be other ones there too, can only be flipped from left to right. Cards that don't have that dot, like these, can be flipped top to bottom or left to right. We can choose, right? So I will sometimes just flip them either way. And so in and out of sleep we fall, till the stars roar from our eyes and the heavens pour forth like a river. And now you see, we continue that stream here, right? If I had taken the stream in the middle, then I could have chosen which way to go, as you can see. But here we just float downstream, there's nothing to choose. And now here is a cog that is empty. An empty cog means that, like an empty thought means that this is a time where I am able to release my thoughts, so to speak, right? So I have to spend such a counter. So I have one of these orange ones, so I will just put it back into the supply so I can pass. If I don't have such a color, like it would be now, then I can also spend 2 of a different color. And if I can't do that, then I will have to take a black one, more on those a little bit later, and 1 of each color, so I can pass. Okay, so many dreams have blossomed that no longer can we say what is real. We turn that over as well, and then we continue down here, and you see down here we get a blue thought form. So we are not able to collect more than 3 of each color. You can also see that because there's only 3 blue and 3 green, like 3 of each color. So as soon as we have more than, if we get like more than 3 of a specific color, we also have to take a black one. But as I said, a little bit more about that later because it will happen, and then I will speak about what happens then. All right, so we got that blue one. So we are now up here, and what we will do now is, because we finished these 3 cards, we turn over this one here, slide it to the right, we slide down these 2, and then we turn over the next, then we put here the next one. You see, now we get a red thought form, like the red thought, we get that here. Now we have 4 or 5. Here now, the great circle of time, singularly present, reduced to ripples and eddies. And now I will just flip it over this way, just as a little switch up. Then we go here, and you see like there's a blue one we have to spend again, so we do that. And now we can choose. Either we go right or left. If we go right, we will get a black one. And we don't want those, because this is the inevitable journey to death at some point, right? So as soon as the deck of cards runs out, then death will come, but death can also come earlier when we collect these black thoughts here, right? These dark thoughts. If we have 3, then the first end card is played, and if we play a 4th one, then the other 2 end cards will be played, right? So we don't really want that. So I will instead go to the middle lane here, and we need to spend a orange one and also a green one. And I have all of those. And you see, because I'm able to release all my thoughts, my mind is getting a little bit more free and less cluttered. And that is what the game is pretty much about, right? Also thematically. Okay, so then go down here. Then we get a green one here. Okay. Amidst the soft and gentle darkness, stars smile, beckoning. Then we turn that over like that. And you see here, now we would have to spend a red one, which I don't have, right? So I will just spend 2 different colored ones, like the yellow and the green one. And then we can go over here and get and spend a blue one. And now you see our mind is completely free, right? And that is great, because we want to have a balance. Either we want to have like 1 of each, or we want to have none of those. Because why we want to have 1 of each, maybe I will show to you later. But at the moment, we are completely free in terms of our mind. And as a little reward, so to speak, we get a white counter. With that one, we can do 2 things. If we have just 1, we can negate any black counters we get. Or what we can also do is we can have 2 of those and then split the deck up here to have more choices, right? That's the 2 things we can do. And then we continue down here. There's a green one. We cannot spend a green one. So now what we will do is now we will get a black one, because we can't spend anything, and also 1 of each color. So let me get 1 of each, green and also blue, like that, right? And now we do have the green one we need, and we can spend that one. So we can negate the black one with the white one now, but we can also negate a black one if we spend 1 of each color, right? And we almost have 1 of each color, we just need a green one, right? So maybe we can get a green one soon, and then we can negate the black one again. If not, I will use the white one. All right, and then we continue here. So you almost know how the entire game works. So the ending is still missing for you, and also just a few small nuances. All right, so we get a yellow one again. Within this flowing weight, the trickle and rush of different streams, all intertwined, all seeking freedom. And this time I will flip it top to bottom. And here is another green one we need. That we don't have a green one, but we can take two different colored ones. Let me take a yellow one and a orange one, because we will get one now. And then I will stay on this lane for now. Okay. Then we will pull those down again. And now we will get an orange and a green one. And as you can see here, now we have complete balance here, right? So we have all 5 colors here. So we could get rid of all these 5 colors and the black one, right? But I will not do that yet because I don't know what is needed on the next card. Rising and falling like breath, the undulating waters carry you forward. So we get another green one here. So our mind is pretty, it is balanced at the moment, but there is a lot of thoughts. There are a lot of thoughts we have. Then we need to get rid of a blue one, which we will do. And then I will swap to the middle lane because I don't want to get the black one, and get rid of that red one here. Okay. So let's continue our way downstream. We will get another green one, which is a problem. We already have 3 now. If we get another green one, then we will also get a black one instead, because we can't get more than 3 of one color. A gentle breeze whispers the reeds and rushes. So here we can spend a green one. That is good. We definitely need to do so. And I think what I will do, I will stay here in the middle and get a yellow one. No, actually I won't, because I thought I have one of each color, but I don't. So then I will go over here and spend a red one like that. Okay. So here we don't get anything. A growing awareness that even this tranquil peace is not but a disturbance of mind. Then I turn it over like this. That was a good choice, because now I can get rid of a green one. And here I could get rid of a orange one as well. But I think I keep that rather, because I don't have one of each color. So I think that is okay to keep that. Oh, actually I do get another orange one here, so I could have gotten rid of that one, but it's okay. So I just need a red one now, and then I could get rid of that black one. I could also do it with the white one, but I want to keep it for now. The celestial river, majestically suspended. All right, a yellow one, an orange one, and we get a black one there. That is our second black one. When we have 3, then our journey will start to end. So I will take a look at the next card, and then we will see, because here we get a red one. That is great. We have one of each color. Our mind is quite balanced except for the dark thoughts here. So let's see. Nothing more than a leaf floating downstream. So this time I will do it like this. We get here another red one. And then here we spend an orange one. I could switch the middle lane and just get rid of a few of those, right? I think that's what I'm going to do. Yeah. Will I? No, let me stay in the middle for now. Let me stay on the left for now, I think. Oops. So, green and blue. So we are getting a lot of different things here. So let's see. The river's currents, a vast and ancient authority, futile to resist. Here we spend a blue one, and that's it. Yeah, maybe I should switch lanes at some point. I'm very much on the left at the moment. Oh no. We are getting a lot of those here. That is a lot. But we also get a red one, which is good. Oh no, we already have red ones here. I would need an orange one, because you see, we are having issues here, definitely. Because our mind is completely unbalanced at the moment. We have way too many thoughts here. Guided by unseen forces, what more can you do but smile? Breathe. Observe. And we can spend an orange one here, which we don't have. So I will spend a red and a green one, because we have way too many of those. Okay. And here we would get another black one. You know what? I will actually spend that white one to negate a black one now, because we get another black one. I don't want to have three, right? Because if we get three black ones, then the end is drawing nearer. A chill wind disturbs. Thoughts of death arise in abstract point on a distant horizon. Very fitting, since we are quite close to it at the moment. All right. Oh no, what am I doing? Okay, here's another red one. No, orange one we need, but we don't have an orange one. So I will just spend a green one, and let's take a yellow one, because we will get those next card. That is nice. You always have that one card to look ahead, right? That is a pretty good thing. All right, so we get green and yellow back, and also a blue one, and also next time another blue one. So, oh, that is not looking too good. Adrift upon this flowing tranquility, only the river decides. So here we spend an orange one, which we don't have, so we can spend a few different ones here. Let's spend blue and green. And then I will go in the middle. Another orange one we need to spend. We don't have that, so I will spend blue and yellow, I suppose. And then here we spend a green one. Okay, so we got rid of a lot of our thoughts that clutter our mind. That is wonderful. So we get a blue one here. The soft sway of wind rustled branches, the gentle whisper of water on stone. So here we get rid of another green one, which we don't have. So let's take a blue and a red one. Here we need to spend an orange one, which we also don't have. So let's just take these two here and spend those. Okay, our mind is almost free, except for those dark thoughts that we really don't want to have, right? Okay. Here we get another orange one. Such cool and pleasant calmness abounds. And you see, I'm always like, sometimes I'm turning cards over from left to right, sometimes from top to bottom, because they don't have any dots. Here we need to spend a red one, which we don't have, so let's spend these two. And now we have a problem, because oh no, we don't, because now we don't have any color tokens anymore, so we actually get a white one. And that even holds true if we have black ones here, right? So the white one is good. The white one can negate a black one, which is good, because we will get one. Well, you know, let's negate the black one right now, because I know I will get another black thought in just a minute. We will stay in the middle. Yeah, let's stay in the middle. We need to spend a blue one, which we don't have, so we get a black one. And also one of each color again. Blue and red and orange, like this. Okay, so let's continue with the next card. So we're more than halfway through the deck, but it doesn't mean that we're halfway through the game. It is possible that we will face death before. All right, we get another orange one, and oh no, that's not orange. There we go. And also another yellow one. Smoothly carried by the hands of time, you glide the river's surface, slowly turning. So, he would have to spend a green one. What I'm thinking is that I will instead spend one of each color here, right? To negate a black one. And then when I have to spend a green one, I don't have that, so I can spend two different ones, and then I will get a white thought, a clear thought again, which is really nice. I could now negate that one, and then we would be totally fine again, but I will not do it for now, because we only have one black counter. That is good. That is completely fine. So we get red, orange, and blue. Against the silhouette of mountains, the heavens revolve. We need to spend a blue one, which I will do here. Then a orange one. And then either I go to the left for the yellow one or I take a black one. I think I will rather go to the left, because then I will also get a black one, but also all the other colors, right? So I think that's what I'm going to do. Go to the left here. I cannot spend the yellow one for now. So let me just take one of each color first. Green and then also blue. There we go. And now we can spend that yellow one that we need. Okay. So we get not a yellow one. That is unfortunate. Oh no, we are collecting way too many thoughts again. Let's see. Beneath the surface, tendrils stretch and weave, the invisible ways of water revealed. So we spend a green one here, and I will actually go to the right now to spend a red one, and also a well, we don't have a yellow, but I will spend a red and a blue one. Because we will get a yellow now, then we are pretty much almost balanced again, except for that dark thought. You see? That is actually not too bad. Enveloped by lilac darkness, the air heavy with scent. Oh no, we get a black one here. So I will actually spend all of the colored ones here to negate that black one. So when you get another black one, we still have two. That is still a lot, but let's see. Here we get a green one. All right. I mean, this game is not really about winning, right? Because the end is always the same. You always face death. But it depends on when you do, right? How long can you be one with your thoughts before that happens, right? But I think I've never gotten this far, actually, in all my playtests. So, in all my preparations for this video here. All right, so we get another orange one and another blue one. Only the sound of your breathing, the stir of water against the bankside. Okay, so we don't have a red one but let's take these two here. And then I will stay in the middle to spend that orange one. And because our mind is free again, clear again, we get another white one. And now we could actually part the waters, right? So we could now spend these two to split the deck in three, so we always have a choice of which we want to draw. But I think I will not do it now, because I rather want to keep these white ones to negate the black ones, right? So yeah, that's one thing I want to do for now. Okay, so we get a green and a yellow one. So the goal of the game is to try to get through the deck without triggering the end, right? But the end will be triggered at the end, at the latest, right? And then we get points. So this is a points-based game. There is no win or loss condition, because death will always come. But there is a points-based system. You count all the cards here, and you add points for white ones, but you also subtract the black ones and the colored ones. So you want your mind as empty, as clear as possible at the end of the game, except for the white positive thoughts, right? Did I take these two? I did, yes. The snap crack of wood from the bankside. Black eyes glisten as if the night itself contemplates your passing. Yeah, it's a pretty gloom game in terms of the topic, but I think games don't always have to be happy-go-lucky, right? So could we free our mind? Yes, we can free our mind. So I will go here to release my green thought form, and here I don't have red, but I can release these two and get another white one. What I could actually do now is spend these two whites to negate the two blacks, because I still have a white one. That is good. Look at our mind now, man. We are really at peace and at ease with ourselves. We are doing really, really well in terms of our minds. As usual, if there are any rules that I got wrong, I really bugged the developer a lot with my questions for the game, so I understood everything correctly. But in case there is still one or two mistakes in here, which I hope there aren't, but then I will put the corrections in my pinned comment as usual, right? So just so you know. The echo of a mountain song, these rocks and pebbles, smoothed, submerged murmurs. So a green one, and then either spend a yellow one, which we can't, so I will just stay here and get a red one. Okay, yeah, I think we could make it through the entire deck. Look at our mind, how well balanced, and our mind is like, right? So right before the end, not far until the end, and our mind just keeps balancing itself. We're really balanced. We just need a blue one, and then we are completely balanced again. The faint gurgle of a conjoining stream, waters forked and falling between green mossed stones. So here we need to spend a blue one, which we don't have. So let's just spend these two, and I will go to the middle now to spend another blue one, which we don't have, so we can spend these two. We have a completely free mind again, and get another white one. These are actually points at the end of the game in case we don't need them to counteract the black ones. Now we get a lot, but that's fine. Our mind is really clear at the moment, so that is no problem at all. The flutter of a breeze caressing your face, the skimming feathers of a night bird. Need to spend a green one, which we don't have, so let's just spend these two. And I think I will not go to the left, although we have a blue one, because if we get a color we don't, if we need to spend a color we don't have, we can take these two instead. So I will stay here in the middle lane of the stream. So here we get an orange one and a yellow one. So we are almost completely balanced again. Reflection, realization, revelation. The moon joyously rippling. All right. Need to spend a blue one here, which I will do. And here we need to spend an orange one. So that is fine. I definitely don't want that black one there. Okay, so now you might have think, yeah, but who is going to go there for the black one? Well, I turned it this way. If I would have turned it top to bottom, then I would have had to take that black one, right? So it always depends on how you approach these streams, how you flip them. Okay, we get another orange one here. Framed by silence, the imperceptible chirp of insects. Oh, you see, now I flipped it wrong. Now we'll get a black one. But actually, I get the black one. I will negate it immediately with a white one, I think. Yeah, I will do that. I have enough white ones here, and I might be able to free my mind again quite soon, I hope. So we get a blue one here. Drifting upon a seamless mirror where sky meets sky. So we get a green one, which is really nice. And we also get another red one. Alright, we need to pay attention because we will get another red one right now, and then we will have 3 again, so we are quite imbalanced at the moment again. Well, we are close to the end, to our end, so it makes sense, right, that we are a little bit imbalanced here. So we get a red one and also a blue one. There we go. Let me just arrange them a little bit more nicely here, like this. How merry the sound, the singing trickle of water laughing over rocks. So, oh great, we can spend a red one here and a green one, and we don't have a yellow one, so that's why I will go there. So I can spend these 2 thoughts here. So it's also possible to just like play the game over and over and kind of remember what is on the other side, right? Because that would thematically that would mean it's your past life experiences, right? And then you would know how to flip the cards, right? That is theoretically possible. I'm not one of those kind of gamers. So that I think is a red one. Yep. Shimmering in starlight, then slipping to death. Thought it's a fish jumping. Yeah, that's probably not inaccurate. All right, green. We spend a green one, and then I will actually go. I think I will go here because I spend an orange one and then another orange one, which we don't have. So let's just spend these 2 here. I think we are doing quite well. Yeah, we are almost at the end. So we get a red one and also a blue one. All of this, the river, the sky, oneself, and this moment, indistinguishable. And here we spend another orange one, which we don't have. So let's spend these 2. And then continue here on the left because we don't have a blue one. Blue thought to spend. So here we get another red one. Slowly buoyed along, the shadows of trees accompany you. Now we get another black one. But I will actually negate that. Well, will I? Let me take it for now. Let's see. Here we need to spend a yellow one, which we don't have. That is bad. So we will actually get even more things here. So just right before the end, we are becoming really imbalanced. That is a shame. It went so well. And now we can spend that yellow one here. I think I will actually spend that white one to get rid of that blue, of that black one, I think. Will I do that? Is that a good idea? It doesn't really matter because a white one gives 2 points at the end, a black one deducts 2 points, but I think it's nice to have not too many dark thoughts. So I will do that. Okay. And now the end cards, right? So now the end is triggered. The end can be triggered if you collect 3 black, black thought forms at some point in the game. We never did that, so that was really cool. That was pretty lucky actually also. And then when you collect the 4th one, then the rest of the 3 cards will be triggered. But that never happened. But they will be triggered now because we are done with the deck. So here we go. Pulling you to the death. A heavy hand of darkness, remain calm, you will rise again soon. So we turn that over. Now we spend another yellow one, which we don't have, so we can spend 2 different ones. Let's spend these 2. Then an orange one, that one we have. The end and beginning of all things, when water falls. And these are now have dots. We can only turn them left to right. Right? And you see now, we don't have to spend anything. We don't gain anything. And now also the river is not distinguishable anymore, right? It's like we are now floating here. Which is a pretty cool touch. The first time I played the game, I was really surprised here. That suddenly the river stops. And it makes sense, right? That the stream stops, in the end of your life. The ripples of causation, these weeping waves of water, I, drowning in the river, and Buddha in the garden. You see, we are just kind of floating here. And that is the end. That is not only the end of the life that we simulated here, so to speak, but also the end of the game. Yeah. So that was my playthrough of Float Downstream. As you can see, a very different and very unique game. So before I give you my review, let's just see how many points we got. So what we do now is, now we take all of these cards here and we count them. So that's, and also these 3 end cards, right? So we take all cards and we count them all. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4. Well, that's all cards, right? We got through all cards, and this is a 36 card game. So we got through 36 cards, right? So we don't even need to count those. So we got 36 points, minus 1 for each colored token we still have. So that's 33, minus 2 for each black one, that's 31. Plus 2 for each white one, but we don't have one of those, right? So we got 31 points, and then we can check out how well we did. I will hold it here in the camera, but I might just blow it up on screen so you can see it there. So we have the scoring here, the value of experience. At the end, make sure all of the cards that have been reversed are in order on the discard pile. Then we count through them, right? And then I subtracted everything there. And then we check out, we have 31 points. So we actually have the second highest rating with Masterful, right? That's 27 to 35 points. We have 31, so we're right in the middle of Masterful. Enlightened would have been the highest score, 36 plus. That you can only reach that if you have traversed the entire deck and don't have any colored and black tokens, or if you have a few white tokens, right? That's the only way to reach that. So it's almost like pretty much the perfect game, right? 36 plus is like the perfect game, I'd say. But we were very close to that. Only 5 points, right? It's only these thought forms we still had here, right? If we had gotten rid of those at some point somehow, that would have been perfect. But I mean, that's a really good score. That's my best score so far. All right, and that is now truly the end of the game. So how do I like the game? Well, let me tell you, keep in mind that this is a prototype I printed myself. So the game is still subject to change and will look nicer for sure when printed professionally. Also, if you're interested in the game, check out the link to the campaign in this video's description. All right, so the game draws on meditation, just like A Gentle Rain does, one of my most favorite solo games. I actually have it right here because I just took that token out of the box. Yeah, and Float Downstream does that meditation thing really well. I would even say that it does that in a slightly better way than A Gentle Rain, since there are less things you need to pay attention to, right? You just flip over the new cards, you get your tokens, you spend tokens, and that's pretty much almost it. I really enjoy that. Also, the theme works really well here. Having so many thoughts, especially as you get closer to the end of life, is something we probably all know. And having a clear mind is really difficult. This game does simulate that quite well, I'd say. Very interesting theme, even if it's a bit darker than most board gamers want to see it in the game. But I like that this game, that Float Downstream, is doing something unique and different. The artwork is, let's say, functional. It doesn't look bad, but it didn't really blow my mind either. But I can see that it's meant to be a bit dark without like popping colors. It's supposed to be about death after all. So I think it does fit the theme, but it's not the most flashy artwork, of course, right? This game is quite complex. I keep drawing similarities to A Gentle Rain, but Float Downstream is a much more complicated game. You need to know how you can use tokens when you get a black one, how you can negate such a black one, either with one of each color or a white one. When you get a white token, how you can split the deck, but these mini decks can then be locked again by black tokens. I forgot to tell that in my playthrough, and so on. There's a lot to first grasp and keep in mind. But, and that is a positive, when you know how to play the game, it has a really nice flow. Get it? Flow, because rivers and, well. And that game flow is really well done. You really feel like you're going down that river, and you can really be one with your thoughts because the game becomes that intuitive after a while. The game is very prone to luck. Yes, you can flip most cards any way you like, but you don't know the other side. So you just need to hope that you flip them right. That's not directly a negative, but it's something you will have to like. It's quite thematic, I'd say, since life can't be 100% planned anyway. Life is unpredictable, as I always say. So it makes sense. But it could be frustrating for those who want to plan out their entire games. That's not really possible here. I mean, of course, as I said during my playthrough, you could start remembering the cards and then you would know how to flip them best in your situation. And thematically, you could explain that with drawing from your past life experience, right? Because every time you play, it's a new life you play. So it would make sense, but I'm not that kind of gamer. I don't memorize cards. So nothing for me. There's only one really constructive criticism, like one negative I have about the game. Like one really negative, and that is the colors. I won't start talking about colorblindness because that is a whole different topic that this game probably would have to see if that's possible to do something there. But like the red and the orange one, they are just too similar. I always have issues. You probably realize that during my playthrough, I might have made a mistake here or there because these colors, to distinguish these colors is really tough. And not only there, also here, right? I mean, yes, if you concentrate, you can see this is orange, this is red. But if you just tilt them a little bit, if like a little bit light shines on the sleeves, you have no idea what is what. And these are even worse here. This is not only the game's fault, remember, although I did my best to like print and assemble that really nicely. I think it looks really great and it feels wonderful, really. So I must say I did a decent job here, but still I'm just using my own printer, right? So if you print that professionally, it might look better. It might look more distinguishable, but still I would not choose orange and red for two colors, right? Maybe take purple. I don't know. Maybe purple, or I don't know, any other color, but orange, right? Because the red is nice to have. I think red is nice because since the game is not that not eye candy, so to speak, as I just mentioned, it would be nice to actually at least have the colors pop a little bit, right? Because thoughts can be really crazy and really take over your mind. So the colors should pop. I think that's a good idea. And the yellow is good. The blue and the green, they are all fine. You could maybe make them a little bit more popping, but they are fine. And the red is also fine. You could do that. Definitely you could improve on the red, but these are fine. And then I would take that out. I mean, it's not that colorful anyway, and it's just, you can not really make these out too easily. And in a game that is about meditation, about calmness and everything, I think distinguishing colors is really important. You shouldn't have to always like take a really close look in order to distinguish colors, right? So make that purple or whatever, like any other color. Maybe not brown or gray because that doesn't really pop again. That's really not a really good color to take, but maybe purple would be good. But apart from that, I really enjoy this game. This really, the theme is really nailed here. The meditation aspect works really well. Once you know the rules, you really get into a flow, and that is really nice. And I think this game does have some replay value because you never know which cards come up, right? But of course it does feel a little bit samey after a while because you always do the same thing, but that generator is the same thing, right? I mean, these games just have a specific mechanism, but it works really well. And it is different every time because you never know which cards come out, right? And you always try to keep your mind uncluttered, so to speak. And that is great. So I really enjoy this game, and if you like what you see here, why don't you head over to the Kickstarter page and put a reminder there, so you'll be reminded as soon as it goes live at the end of September. I will definitely keep an eye on the campaign because I really hope it does well. I think this is a really, really unique game. Alright, you made it to the end of my pretty long Kickstarter preview of Float Downstream. I really hope you enjoyed watching the video. If you did, why don't you let me and the algorithm know by liking and commenting? And if you like my content enough, I'm always happy about a subscription. You can even join my Discord server to hang out with me and my community there. Alright, thank you so much for watching. I will see you in the very next video, or even on the Discord server. Take care everyone, and cheers.